vegan and drinking juices.
Be careful of the vegan thing, though. There's a lot of components in vegetables and in grains, especially if you're doing grains, and in soy that can be problematic for cancer. So you want to be a little bit respectful of the vegetable thing. You know, we have this kind of romantic idea about plants and vegetables. As it turns out, there's some toxicity that's associated with plants and vegetables that is not associated with animal foods. So I'm all for eating less animal foods. We eat way too much meat, that's for sure. And milk can be problematic as well. But you don't want to throw out the baby with the bathwater, and you want to be very, very careful when it comes to eating vegetables, especially grains and soy when you have breast cancer. There are components called exorphins and phytoestrogens that can be problematic if you have breast cancer. So here's a couple ideas for you. Treat breast cancer and treat all cancers as a sign that the body is swimming in toxicity. It's a toxicity issue. Cancer is a toxicity issue. Cells end up freaking out and not doing what they need to do. Well, the cause of cancer is the same it's the same as the causes of all other degenerative diseases. Cells that are toxic, cells that are starved, and cells that are suffocated. So once you have this toxicity and the suffocation and the starvation, cells can't do their business. What can happen is cells will revert back to a primitive way of dividing, a survival mechanism, and they'll start to divide like crazy. So what do? Well, first of all, fasting is one of the all-time great strategies for dealing with cancer. Now, you have to make sure you've got enough nutrition. And when I say fasting, I'm talking about making sure you're getting your nutrients, but reducing your calories or eliminating in a fast, not eating for a day or two, once a week, twice a week, a couple times a month kind of thing, and then keeping your calories down. Google something called the ketogenic diet. The ketogenic diet is a protein and fat diet that's been used to treat seizure disorders for many years, for thousands of years, really. The Greeks talked about it 2,000 years ago. The ketogenic diet, it fell out of favor when we started using pharmacology for dealing with seizures, but the ketogenic diet can be supportive for breast cancer. You might want to go into either getting a hyperbaric oxygen chamber or using deep breathing techniques. Oxygen is cancer's mortal enemy. Cancer cells thrive under conditions of low oxygen, and they hate oxygen, and they love sugar. So making sure you're keeping your sugars down, and that's one of the problems with the vegan diet, is if you're eating a lot of grains and potatoes and rice, all of which are vegan type foods, those are going to break down into sugar, and those will feed cancer cells. So for you vegans out there, keep in mind, it sounds all well and good that you're only eating vegan and you're only eating vegetables and plants, but if you're eating lots of grains and beans and things that break down into sugar, you're feeding your cancer. Did you know that, Shalina?
I knew that about soy, and I knew that about sugar, but not about the potential for grains and beans.
Yes, grains and beans will break down into sugar rapidly, especially grains, especially processed grains. So you want to be very careful about those. Now, if you're going to do grains, do sprouted grains, or if you're going to do legumes or beans, do sprouted legumes and beans, and that'll be a little bit better for you, get a little bit more protein value. Intravenous vitamin C can be helpful. In fact, Shalina, anybody out there, if you've got cancer, you're dealing with cancer, or you're interested in cancer, send an email to ben@ksco.com, and I'll send you out some articles that I've collected on intravenous vitamin C used for cancer. I know a lot of doctors. I actually talked to a doctor yesterday who called me up. He said, well, I want to know the proof that you're about vitamin C, intravenous vitamin C, and cancer. So I got some articles together and I emailed them out to him. And I'll be glad to send you guys that email as well if you're interested. Shalina, send me an email, ben@ksco.com.
Okay,
Intravenous vitamin C. Also, anything that you could do to help your body build something called glutathione, which is your major cancer fighter. The amino acid.
What is it called?
It's called glutathione. I'll spell that for you. Glutathioне. You can have glutathione done, intravenous glutathione, if you could find a naturopath to do that for you. Or you can support your own glutathione building by using glutamine powder. You get that at the health food store. You'll also find that in whey protein. Sulfur. And then also selenium, which is majorly anti-cancer, probably the most anti-cancer, especially for breast cancer, by the way. Anti-breast cancer, anti-cancer mineral. You'll find that on the longevity on the brightsideben.com website. Look for the ultimate selenium. Take 400 to 600 micrograms a day. And selenium's partner is vitamin E. So when you're taking selenium, it's always a good idea to throw in 400 international units of vitamin E and maybe some alpha lipoic acid, which is very helpful for the liver, which can also help with breast cancer. There's an important relationship between the hormone estrogen, how estrogen is broken down in the liver, and the development of breast cancer. So breast cancer has a very important liver connection, and breast cancer has a very important digestive connection because the liver, of course, is a digestive organ. In addition to keeping your sugars down, please, please, please eliminate any kind of foods that cause digestive distress and get yourself on the Biolumin Nightly Essence probiotics. So from Longevity, you're going to use the Ultimate Selenium, the Biolumin Nightly Essence probiotics, the Healthy Start Pack, and you should also probably use the Fucoidan Z, 100 milligrams, maybe 2 or 3 times a day. Fucoidan Z is also wonderfully anti-cancer. Make sure you're doing your deep breathing techniques. Be careful of those vegan foods. Look into the ketogenic diet. And it probably would be a good idea for you to make sure that you're using the essential fatty acids from the Healthy Start Pack from Longevity. So ask your Longevity rep if you call 866-735-2470 for the Healthy Start Pack. And then also go over to Ben Fuchs Archives and in the search engine punch in breast cancer, because we've talked about breast cancer a lot in the past. And there's some other good ideas that you might want to employ, including the sweeties and keeping your sugar under control. As I say, cancer loves sugar and cancer hates oxygen. In fact, too much sugar and not enough oxygen and toxicity are usually associated with development of all cancers, including breast cancer. Thanks for your call, Shalene. Oh, one last thing. Progesterone cream can help balance out that estrogen. I forgot about that. If you can get progesterone cream, or if you can use pregnenolone capsules or tablets, 100 milligrams a day. I like the progesterone cream a little bit better. Thanks for your call. God bless you, Shalene. I hope that everything works out for you. Sorry if we left you on hold. Call back tomorrow. Tell our call screener that you are on hold, and we'll get you first up. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Check out my website, brightsideben.com, and click on the Join the Team link. Join me in my mission to educate the world about how important a good nutritional supplement program can be. Have yourselves a wonderful, awesome, beautiful day, folks. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Block-It Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
I didn't believe it.
Neither did I.
No way could you professionally remove unwanted hair, pain-free, and at home.
My thoughts exactly.
Remove my face and body hair without expensive, painful office visits?
Not possible. Great minds think alike.
Until I tried No Pro.
Wait, you tried No?
Yes, and it works. I use it on my face, legs, bikini line.
We're BFFs and you didn't tell me about No?
Here, this is my new No Pro. The most powerful No made. Custom treatment levels, less hair in less time. Perfect for any skin type. Try it.
No hair, no pain, no time-consuming expensive office visits?
No, and no.
For a limited time, you can try No Pro risk-free. You'll also get the facial kit and a travel case. Get weeks of long-lasting results.
That's it. I'm getting a No.
Great minds do think alike.
Try No Pro risk-free by calling 800-952-5760. 800-952-5760. That's 800-952-5760.